What's up YouTube? So today we have a single, I don't know why I always say we, have a single on squat at 220 and then just some back downs and a couple accessories today, not too much, not like Wednesday. But the main aim of today is to focus on all the cues, get that technique looking really polished, and then making 220 move like in it as quick as possible. So that's the main goals for today. So I'm just gonna keep thinking over the cues in the car. Over the last few days, every time I stand still, I've been standing in that closer squat stance. So when I get into the bar, I know what I'm looking out for. But next clip, you'll see me doing the top single. Then might show back downs, might not. It's just some light tempo stuff just to embed that technique still. And then after, I'll fill you in on how it went and if I remembered everything, if it went as well as I hope it's going to go. So yeah, see you in a bit. Right, just got back from the gym, and normally I get my steps in, have something to eat, have a shower before I do this bit, but today's session went exactly to plan. Exactly. So going through the cues in my head on the way there, constantly up until I got to 220, and I'm thinking about my stance, getting that correct. On the unrack, thinking about locking my knees out, bracing through my core, tucking my hips underneath to get more of a crunch, tightening my back, getting my elbows directly under the bar, keeping my upper back tight, tucking my chin, and then as I descend, knees over toes, head neutral, keep my back tight, and it went perfect. Felt great on my back. I did have like the smallest sort of misgroove forward coming out the hole, but hitting depth was great. Felt so comfortable in the hole. I can still picture it in my mind. Normally when I come away from it, I'm like, okay, that didn't feel great in the hole, the depth it didn't feel good, but it felt great. And I know that little tilt forward will just be rectified in the next 10 weeks from constantly getting the cues right and keeping that upper back tight, and adding in doing way more of my accessories in regards to upper back movements and my core stability that I've added in regards to the weighted crunches, hip raises, not hip raises, hanging leg raises, that's the word I'm looking for. And then with improving on the cues and making them more second nature and keeping everything tight without thinking about it so much, I have more confidence going for a little bit more speed in the hole to get more bounce out the wrap and more bounce out the hole, and my upper back will stay tight, and it's all tracking in the right direction, and a massive improvement from last week, I feel, and then also a massive improvement from my max rep day on Wednesday. So I'm gonna constantly still think about the new cues and the slight adjustment in technique all the way up until Wednesday to make sure I keep this trajectory going, and it then transfers into when I get into my more heavier loads and lower rep ranges, and I would have built up so much confidence at this point from doing all this work to then take into the heavier loads and keep confidence high and be able to go with more speed into the hole and keep everything tight. So then coming out the hole, I don't have that feel like I'm going to tip forward, and keep everything looking smooth, just like that 220 did. So really happy with today's session. I did film my accessories today, just so you know what I do on my single days. It's not as taxing as my Wednesday max rep session, because if I did that, I would be still feeling it going into deadlifts on the weekend, and today's more working on technique and getting all that right. So then when I go on to my heavy days, my rep days, technique's still there. So it's all technique building at the moment, and in 10 weeks I look forward to seeing what I can be pushing on these single days. I'm thinking something, I've already got numbers in my head, but I won't speak them out on here just yet, but I'm feeling good. So tomorrow is secondary bench day, so another banded session, and that will feel good, just get a nice pump. But now I'll get my steps in on the treadmill. I'm not one for the sun, to be honest. Just makes me feel tired. Don't enjoy hot weather. I'm definitely more of cold weather, give me a little bit of rain. I don't mind, keeps it cool, because I'm just sweating. So I'll get some steps in, have a shower, then have lunch, and edit all this footage up. So I will see you in a bit. Oh, I'm not filming my secondary day, so the next session you'll see is my deadlift day, which went for 8-rep PB. Gonna have that on my mind. So I'll catch you in the next one.